Ladies and gentlemen, Todd Bowley must think he's playing Pokemon. Gotta catch him all. Noni Madueke is a here we go.
All right. Here we go. Back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. As you guys would have already heard, the breaking news literally, maybe 12 hours ago when we did the last stream, we were talking about Noni Madueke saying that, look, 40 to 45 million pounds, remember, pounds, is probably a bit too much. And literally, after that stream, maybe a few hours after that stream, we get a here we go on Noni Madueke, roughly around a package of 35 million euros, which remember, euros, pounds, don't get it mixed up. Euros, which approximately is about 30 million pounds. So I think from the perspective of looking at this player as somewhat of a gamble, like I don't know too much about this particular player, right? The way I'm looking at this particular player is it's an opportunistic scenario for us. And for me, when you're looking at that type of a player, you don't want to pay overs. You want to pay, fair amount of money and hope that it turns out to be a golden situation for you. I think somewhere around 30 million pounds for the package is very, very good. A lot of people, we were trying to talk about what's value for money. For example, Caicedo, in my opinion, 75 million, whatever the case is, plus whatever you want to put, I think it's good value because he's a top-notch midfielder. Whereas paying overs for Madueke, I wasn't so keen because I don't know too much about this particular player. There's some injury concerns as well. He's young, so you don't want to pay overs. But bottom line, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have. Noni Madueke to Chelsea. Here we go. Verbal agreement in place with PSV on permanent deal around 35 million euros package. Madueke will sign long-term deal in few days, strongly wanted by Chelsea board. You got to remember, the Chelsea board, in the likes of Christopher Vivell especially, has apparently been scouting Noni Madueke for a long time to bring him in Bundesliga to Leipzig potentially as a Nkunku replacement. So look, a lot of people will say, what does Chelsea know about Madueke? Have they actually even been following him? Look, at the end of the day, I don't think Chelsea as a club and their scouting network, I think a lot of those scouts have already been gone anyway. Todd Bowley's come in and absolutely got rid of all of them. This is more of a Christopher Vivell signing, knowing the fact that he's got some understanding about this particular player. Contract's been prepared, boarding completed. London Turkish Airlines. People are already tracking the planes. It looks nice on a Chelsea jersey. I'm not even going to lie. We'll obviously give you my opinion on the player. Let's just go through the news. This is how it all started earlier on in the day. Chelsea closing in on Noni Madueke. Deal as decision is to proceed with the signing, even if Mudryk joined from Shakhtar. Talks with agent never stopped, and so Chelsea are working on final details. Deal done soon, as called by this particular account, Rick L. Frink, PSV watcher. So you can understand, some inside details coming from PSV. Personal terms agreed. I never expected personal terms to ever be a problem, but looks like we're getting efficient in transfer market in the sense that how quickly we're moving in these matters. Understand Noni Madueke will land in London later tonight in order to undergo the medical test as new Chelsea player. He's now flying to England. Contracts will be signed on Friday as Madueke and PSV have accepted all the conditions of the deal. Very nice indeed. Now let's talk a little bit about this particular player, ladies and gentlemen. Look, the way I look at this, for me, it's an opportunistic scenario. It's somewhat of a gamble, you'd say. He's 20 years old, so bear in mind, we're going for all these young players. It has something to do with potentially, being able to somewhat register them as a part of the development squad. You can still obviously be part of the first team, but it all comes down to that nitty-gritty situation. You can only have about 25 players in the squad for the Premier League, but you can include players that are less than 21-year-olds, apparently, who potentially don't become part of that 25 25 registered. So I think this is why players like Buddy Shield, players like Andre Santos, players like David Datra Fofana, like they're not actually going to impact the number of players you can have because they're less than 21-year-old. So that's one thing. Second thing, look, there is an injury concern. He's when you look at his history, go and check it out in transfer market. You'll see there's a lot of injuries that he's picked up at a young age. So hopefully he's over that. That's a massive factor. Look, as a player, from what I've seen, I'm not going to claim to be some sort of an expert on Noni Madueke. I've seen some of your comments. Some of you guys are so excited about this particular player. Makes me think you actually watch the Dutch league and you've been following this player. And some of you guys are not really that much bothered. You're okay with it. I probably fall in that category where I'm not completely bothered. From the clips that I've seen, he looks like a decent enough player. But look, there's probably a lot of work, a lot of development still to happen. I don't think he's a polished player as yet. Plays on the right side of the wing. He's got a nice left foot, much like Ziyech, but of course with I feel like a lot more pace and power. There's no doubt about that. Potentially, could be something great for us. And this is why, that potential. I didn't want to pay overs, something around 30 million pounds. I think that's not bad. What does it mean for other players? I think we can definitely now say the futures of Hakim Ziyech, Christian Pulisic, even you can throw in Callum Hudson-Odoi, they're potentially over now. Like, I don't know how these guys will get an opportunity because you got Mudryk, you still got Raheem Sterling to come back, who will come back very, very soon. Then you've got João Felix, you've got Nkunku for next season. Now you've got Madueke. Yes, you could potentially have some backups, but you'd think that you'd give those backup opportunity to players like Omari Hutchinson, who are the up-and-coming superstars of this football club. So Ziyech and Pulisic, I feel sorry for Pulisic. He's injured and he's pretty much been given the sort of indication that, mate, it's time for you to move on. So look, I don't know whether we can get Pulisic out in this particular transfer window, but you best believe his career at Chelsea must be finished. And Ziyech, I would be very surprised now if he still sticks around at Chelsea Football Club by the end of this January, because now literally there is no guarantee for this particular brother. Look, for this particular brother, there was never guarantee of getting full-time minutes anyway, regular minutes. And now with all of these new attackers coming in, I don't think he's got any opportunity. And let's be honest, I think at the end of the day, it's not like Graham Potter absolutely fancies Ziyech. These players that are coming in, these will be under the Graham Potter regime. So these are his players. So he would be focused to use them a lot more. Check this out. It is not finished. This is from Santi Ayuna, who is one of the top journalists out there. French source on Chelsea deals this week. So it's not over. If you think we are done, no, we are going to be doing more business. Chelsea aren't stopping with Madueke. I mean, look, Chelsea been doing madness. We don't realize, honestly. In January, who did we get? Andre Santos, David Datra Fofana, we've got João Felix, we've got Benoit Badiashile, we've got Mudryk, and now we've got Madueke, and we are still looking to add more and more. Check this out. This is from Matt Law, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously tweeted by Vince. Ziyech available for, so this is, I think, Matt Law's latest article that he put out. Ziyech available for transfer this month. Yeah, I think this is an absolute no-brainer. He has to be up in the market. As much as I keep saying, I love this guy. I would have loved to see him work out at Chelsea Football Club. But at the end of the day, I think it's best for the player and the club to part ways and look for different pastures. And for Ziyech's sake as well, I think he wants to play regular minutes. He's not going to get that at Chelsea, whether we like it or not. There is quality in Ziyech, but at the end of the day, look, some of these managers really didn't fancy him. Graham Potter doesn't regularly fancy him, and Thomas Tuchel 100% didn't regularly fancy him. Chelsea will listen to offers for Pulisic, another player. I think, look, it's written in the walls now. It's time for you to go. Pulisic won't happen this particular window because he's injured. So if he somehow miraculously recovers, maybe then, but you best believe in the summer, I think this player is gone. I can't see how he's going to get opportunity. Even when he comes back from injury, you'd think, some of these new attackers will continue playing. Chelsea remain in the market for a new midfielder and held talks over a move for Caicedo. This is a huge one. Chelsea is actually quite serious about this. this could potentially happen. I hope it does because we need a midfielder. We did the last stream in regards to Caicedo. A lot of people are not happy with the price tag of 75 million, but I'm thinking, do you know what? He's quality. He's quality. He's probably worth it. Got those, previous seasons, we'd be paying insane amount of money for mediocre. Now, mediocre. Some people thinking Madueke. Mediocre and Madueke, two different words. Please don't get confused. But I'd rather spend good money for quality players. And I think Caicedo is a quality player. And for our midfield, he's going to be very, very good. And if we can add players like Enzo Fernandez in the summer, which is still a massive potential, then, oh man, we are going to be looking mint. There remains the possibility of Chelsea signing a new backup right back. Look, if we can get ourselves Caicedo and a backup right back for the remaining parts of this January transfer window, I think we all need to stand up and give our club a standing ovation. The owners, the people that are involved in the likes of Christopher Vivell, Paul Winstanley, and everyone else, right? Whoever is taking care of this, we probably need to stand up and give them a standing ovation because they've done madness. They've done madness, and I'm going to show you because PYS actually put up a really good tweet, which kind of sums it up. And this is what it is. This is what the tweet is about. Check this out. This really gives it a good perspective. Chelsea's attack is so bad. This is what people quote out there. Signs Felix for flair and creativity. Signs Mudryk for 1v1 ability and pace. Signs Nkunku for clinical finishing and link-up play. Signs Madueke for 1v1 ability and to eventually replace Ziyech. Now, you tell me, that's good upgrade. That is actually a very, very good upgrade. Yeah, but you need a mid and a right back. That's what people say as well. So, we've got bad attack. We're looking to address it. Now people are talking about, well, you need midfield and a right back. Without that, forget about what you're trying to do. In talks for a midfielder, if we don't sign both positions this window, we will in the summer when Aspie others leave. So you best believe it will get done in the summer. But I'm hoping we get at least one midfielder in the January. And I'm actually even hoping we get a right back because it is important. It is important when you think about Aspie as the backup in right back position and you don't know, Reece James, how long he's going to be around until he picks up his next injury. So it's very important. Yeah, but your squad is huge. No way everyone can play. Bad planning. Everyone talks about this, right? Been reported there's going to be a huge clear out in the summer. So people that are saying, it seems like Chelsea, it's a scattergun approach. Trust me. We're bringing in the players in now, finding some quality players, finding some really good young players as well. And there will be a clear out. Soon you will see. I won't even be surprised if we see a mad ending to this transfer window where lots of players start, leaving. Ruben Loftus-Cheek's name's out there. Conor Gallagher's name's out there. Obviously, we talked about Ziyech and Pulisic. So lots will happen. Yeah, but you have no plan. This is what people are saying in social media. Some of the rivals are saying this. Potter had phone calls with Mudryk before the hijack, approved Felix, Lawrence Stewart, director, likely had a say in Badiashile, 100%. Lawrence Stewart from Monaco, that was his previous job. He definitely had a say in Badiashile. So you know where Badiashile is coming from. We were looking at getting Vardio. Get Badiashile, and Badiashile, the first match looked all right. Obviously, we want to give it a bit more time. Vivell director is a huge fan of Madueke. This is where the Madueke connections coming in. Vivell, back in Leipzig, wanted Madueke at Leipzig, and Brighton had links when Potter was a coach. So apparently, Brighton also had links with Madueke. So look, I really do appreciate this tweet from POS. We've even put a chunk of pounds into young talents like Fofana, Chukwuemeka, Slolina, Santos, etc., in which the plan is literally to develop them into first-team purchases through the multi-club model. Takes time to build or sell them on. Look, this multi-club thing, I'm okay to stay calm about. I need Chelsea to be first fixed. All the different avenues of increasing our revenue, which we touched on a couple of streams ago, that is more important. Fix Chelsea first. After that, once that is settled and it's running smoothly, then go for your multi-club model, plan that you have. You're a casual if you think we have no plan. You know what? This This honestly puts a big perspective. That tweet was fantastic from PYS. I think it kind of summarizes exactly what's going on. And I absolutely love it. I love it. Look, I know it's been a topsy-turvy season. I know we've been mad. I myself have been emotional. I've been, up and down about these owners. Look, there's certain things I still don't appreciate what they did, but you can clearly see they are trying to do something. They are trying. And look, a lot of our frustration is due to the fact that we're not winning. This is why I keep saying winning. It's so important. If you just get a few more wins under the belt, I'm not saying win every game. There's going to be the odd losses here and there. Obviously, this is a project, a process. This is a transition. We all get it. But having too many losses in a stretch is going to leave a sour taste on everything we do. Everything. But when you put perspective, when you apply context, you can see what the owners are trying to do. There is no doubt the ambition of these owners. There is no doubt. It's now up to Graham Potter to deliver the wins, because that is what will make every single part of this that much sweeter. That much sweeter. We continue to pick up losses. All of this is still going to start looking very poor to us. I'm telling you right now. Wins are what will make this interesting. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, Thursday training. Lovely pictures of Mudryk over here. I hope he starts against Liverpool. I really do. I want to terrorize Liverpool and put them on the back seat. This is Reece James. Hopefully, this brother, he can stay fit. If he stays fit, once he comes back till the end of the season, we're going to win a lot more games than dropping points. I'm telling you right now. We could even potentially go on a bit of a run, but it's very important Reece James is fit. Kai Havertz as well. Look, he's probably on red alert. I'm not even gonna lie. Kai Havertz, look out, man. Lots of new attackers coming in. Time to pick up your game. Yeah, if you don't pick up your game, it could be sayonara for you as well. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button if you have. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Make sure you comment. I really want to know what you think about Noni Madueke. Here we go. Has been given. He's going to be a Chelsea player, and potentially we're going to see him soon in Chelsea colours. I don't think he's probably going to start straight away. Maybe he'll get some minutes off the bench, unlike Ziyech Pulisic and hopefully potentially Mudryk, who I expect fully to start. Madueke probably will get that start from the bench. But yeah, let me know what you think about it in the comment section. Until next time, tomorrow live stream is going to be buzzing. You know it. You better be there. See ya.